hikers. I am getting a very late start out of camp. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since probably about 6:30, but took my sweet time. Stayed in bed listening to the birds while I did my stretching for about 15-20 minutes, and then broke down camp. I left my tent up a little bit to air out, and it was a cold night last night, up into I think 27, but I stayed really warm and cozy inside my tent. Went to bed probably around 8:30. I woke up, I wake up just like at home, every few hours or so, but I was surprised I got a solid chunk of several hours sleep before I started the sleep wake up cycle, so I'm feeling pretty good today. Today we got about 10.4 miles to the Bird's Nest number 3 hut, and I did not look at the terrain profile, but I bet you it is some ups, downs, a big up, some more downs, little ups, big ups, something like that. I'm sensing a theme here. I'll take a look when I stop for a break. But this morning, said goodbye to 3 members of my temporary tramily, which is like a trail family out here. 3 guys from Michigan that were out doing this section of the Appalachian Trail, so they are headed in to take a night at the Skyland Lodge, and then they'll finish their hike like Thursday and head home. And the trail provides, because I met these guys on my first day and it was their first day, and realized they too were going to be going hut to hut, and the 3 of them, along with a couple that's still with me, at least at night, they hike much faster than me, but we've been meeting up at the shelters. The couple, Rachel and Chris, are flip-floppers as well, started from Rockfish Gap too. The 3 guys from Michigan are headed home, so we took a group photo and exchanged contact info and all that good stuff. So there's a lot of that out here. You'll be with people, and then even with Rachel and Chris, we are on the same path to Maine, but taking different 0 days, different times off trail. And like Jedi told me, he ran into some people up in Maine that he hadn't seen since Virginia or Maryland or New York. So that's really interesting, and it's a fun part of the community. So anyways, the Rock Spring hut where I stayed last night was really beautiful view, and there's a cabin that the Potomac Appalachian Trail Club rents out, a rustic cabin that's way down on the rocks with an incredible view of the sunset. Some people were staying there last night with their dog, so I got a little doggy fix when I went to get water. So huffing and puffing, so I'll stop. Anyways, I'm working my ass off out here, having a great time. I'm hoping I can get to camp earlier. I got last night in at like 6. That was a little, I know it is what it is, and I had time to do everything. I just felt rushed, so I'm still learning my routine. Definitely 10 o'clock's a lot later than I would prefer to leave camp, but it was beautiful this morning, so I took some time. So, all right, I'll check in later. Now, I know this is nothing compared to Pennsylvania and Maine, but hello, trail. I gotta go that away, but it looks pretty short. But yeah, nice rock wall over here. Hopefully there's no avalanche while I'm picking my way across this. I did just run into, I wish I took their photo, a group of senior citizens from Charlottesville, Virginia out here crushing the trail. They were coming the other way downhill with rocks, maybe not quite as bad as these, but they were picking their way through. And some of them were in their 80s, and I regret I did not take a photo of them, but they asked me some questions and were just really nice. All right, so I'm gonna pick my way across here and carry on. Hey there, checking in from the Skyland Resort. You can see behind me the beautiful, I think you can see right between those buildings, the beautiful mountain view. It's a sunny 60-degree day, and I'm headed back on trail. I got about 6 miles to camp. Nice surprise, a little trail magic, I guess, on the at the Skyland Resort. Our 3 buddies from Michigan there were on the deck enjoying a beer, waiting for their room for the night, and I found some snacks in the gift shop. So for lunch I had 2 full Gatorades, cold, that tasted amazing, a bag of chips, and some pepperoni and cheese. So I am ready to get back on the trail for 6 more miles, and met 2 other thru hikers that I was at a shelter with a couple nights ago. They are here waiting for their resupply package, so I may see them tonight also. So I'm getting back on trail, and it's an uphill, so I am going to start huffing and puffing. So I'm going to check in with you later. All right, let's do it. Another bright spot in my day. I'm at a fork in the road where the AT branches off to another trail here in Shenandoah National Park. And I'm like, oh, it's got to be the one with the climb. But no, look at that. The AT is actually flat for a little bit. Oh, I'll take it. This 5-mile hike into camp interrupted by an amazing view. I'm at the top of Little Stony Man. And as far as the eye can see the world down there. Road, cars going by. Anyway, this is worth stopping for. Okay, I'm assuming you can hear that. So how creepy is this? Doesn't that sound like a person just kind of yelling? The first time I heard that, it was a few days ago when it was raining. I was hiking solo and it was really misty on top of this mountain. I had no idea what it was. I'm like, oh my God, is this place haunted or what? Listen. Oh, he's not going to do it. There it is. So anyways, I have the Merlin app, which is amazing for if you're interested in birds at all. Free from Cornell, and you can turn it on. It works in airplane mode even, and if you hear a bird you don't recognize, turn it on. It'll capture quick, tell you what kind of bird you're listening to. So yeah, that's a common raven, and I always get creeped out when I hear it when I'm alone. So apparently I'm about 4.7 miles still from the hut, and I don't know, it's about 3:15. So I mean, I'll be fine rolling in whenever. I just like to get in, if possible, before 6 o'clock. But I don't know, it depends on terrain, how feasible that is. Also of note is this terrain. It's been beautiful and rocky. Not too terribly rocky. There's no woods. There is, but that's like down an outcropping. This trail, as you can see it, I mean, it's very like single track, hill on one side, going up, hill on the other side, going down. Also near some parking areas, so there's lots of day hikers. My point is, I have to go to the bathroom, TMI, but there's nowhere to kind of like sneak off into the woods. So wish me luck on that. I know you're all hanging on the edge of your seat, but I did find some woods there behind me. There's a big enough tree, and hardly anyone was coming down this trail. But I just wanted to point out one thing. When you get off trail for a little bio break, or a 2-minuter as I like to call it at home, make sure that I know I dumped my pack by the side of the trail. I mean, it was within sight of me, so I wasn't worried about anything happening to it. My trekking poles, the tips of the poles are pointing in the direction I need to head, because it's very easy to like come frolicking out like, oh, I feel so much better, and head on down the trail and be going the wrong way. And that is not something you want to do ever, but especially when, you know, time is a wasted and you're trying to get to camp. So just a little tip from me to you. I have a friend. Hello, friend. Hi, buddy. You got some friends up there in the woods? I thought you were gonna come over and say hi for a minute. You peeking at me? Hi, sweetie. Hi. You coming this way? I just want to get by. I don't want to scare you. I'm really hungry and I want to get to camp. I'm gonna go real slow, okay? Okay. You're very pretty. You like those flowers there you're eating, don't you? I don't think you care about me. I'm just gonna go real slow. Hi, sweetie. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. God, don't box me. I've read where deer can box. Mimi, you know what I'm talking about. No, she's not gonna box me. She's going off, slow but sure. Okay, easy does it. It's okay, buddy. Okay. Yes, you're very pretty. You're a pretty girl. You got some friends over there. Hi. I don't know what that is they're eating. I think maybe forsythia. They really like it though. Okay. Nobody cares about me. I'm gonna be moving on, ladies. They're on both sides. You can see them here. Okay. I have almost 2.1 miles to camp. Came up on this beautiful picnic area. It was too far for me to enjoy at lunchtime today, but there's pit toilets, looks like a shower room, although it says closed for the winter, and lovely covered pavilion with picnic tables. So I'm gonna keep walking here. I'll have a nice smooth path. It's about 4:45, depending on terrain. Who knows? I might be getting into camp in an hour. It might be 2 hours. Who knows? I'll be beating the clock for sundown so I don't freeze. But I am sleeping in the shelter, so that saves me that step. So the plan is I'll get to camp, go grab water to filter, and while water is boiling and dinner is soaking, I can set up my bed in the shelter. And it's supposed to be only a low of 38 tonight, and I have a 10-degree down quilt with a silk liner and all kinds of down, a down hood and all stuff. So if I was fine in 28 degrees, I'll be toasty in 38. The wind doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad. So will she make it to camp? No, I'm going to make it. It's just later than I prefer, but hey, that's how it goes. I had a lovely morning, had a very relaxing lunch. So, and I'm taking my time to be careful. So I'm not rushing, really. I'm just trying to be purposeful. Stopping again, just to show you this view quick, which is much of like the view I've had today. But for those of you who know me, and especially since COVID, how much I love pileated woodpeckers, and they're pretty hard to see out. They're very skittish, and I generally only see them when hiking. I literally just came upon one flying, you know, above, I mean, I'm way up here. I don't know, I think it's like 3,400 feet. And I saw him kind of float in and landed on a tree right in front of me. And I didn't get video of it because I was too busy watching him. But I just wanted to capture that memory. Wow, it's a really pretty view over there. I keep getting distracted. No wonder it's taking you so long to get to Camp Ultra. That's the whole point. So anyway, I'm just saying it here so I don't forget. When I saw a pileated woodpecker soaring, like I thought it was a turkey vulture, and then he landed on a tree right in front of me. Unfortunately, I scared him off because I didn't see him and I was moving, but then I got to see him fly away again. That was pretty awesome. That was probably the highlight of my day. Oh, a bunny. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, he scooted off. But anyway, the woodpecker, definitely the highlight of my day today. So I'm going to put that in the trip notes. I made it to the shelter. So why am I still wearing my pack, you might ask? Because the spring to go get water is a solid hike down this hill. I forgot my trekking poles, but I did bring my pack to carry the water back up. So it's 6:15 and I gotta get moseying to get dinner cooked and everything and get to bed. I gotta look at some logistics because the hostel driver changed the pickup point and I gotta see if I know where that is on the map. The spring is this way. Okay, so I just wanted to say I made it, so I'm happy. I really hoofed it those last couple miles, but yeah, we'll see how tomorrow goes. I hope I can meet my hostel person and get into town early and take a shower and sleep in a normal bed tomorrow night. Made it to the water source. It's a solid quarter-mile downhill service road, so I went back, got my trekking poles, I got my backpack ready to carry water, and I see here there are several testing pods around. So somebody is doing some testing of the water, but we filter it anyway. So yeah, there's a few downstream as well, but that is one healthy looking pipe. So I am going to fill up and get back up as soon as possible. It's getting really late.